Welcome. Today, we are looking at cooperative societies. This is a key topic in your commerce exams for SS2. Pay close attention. Let us begin. First, let me explain the meaning of a cooperative society. A cooperative society is a voluntary association of persons who come together to promote their common economic interests. The members work together for their mutual benefit. The motto of cooperation is each for all and all for each. The cooperative movement began in England in 1844 with the Rochdale Pioneers. They were a group of weavers who formed a cooperative store. They wanted to buy goods at fair prices. They created a set of principles that became the foundation of modern cooperation. Cooperative societies are registered under the Cooperative Societies Act. They have separate legal existence. They have limited liability. Members have one vote each, regardless of the number of shares they hold. This is different from companies where voting is based on the number of shares. Now let me explain the principles of cooperation. The Rochdale Pioneers established several principles. These principles guide all cooperative societies. The first principle is voluntary and open membership. Anyone can join a cooperative society. There is no discrimination based on gender, religion, or political affiliation. Membership is voluntary. You can leave anytime. The second principle is democratic control. Each member has one vote. This is true regardless of how many shares they own. This is called one man, one vote. The third principle is limited interest on capital. Members who invest money receive limited interest. The interest rate is fixed and usually low. The fourth principle is distribution of surplus. Profits are distributed to members based on their patronage. If you buy more from the cooperative, you get more of the surplus. This is called patronage dividend. The fifth principle is cash trading. Goods are sold for cash only. No credit is given. This prevents bad debts. The sixth principle is political and religious neutrality. Cooperatives do not take sides in politics or religion. They accept members from all backgrounds. The seventh principle is education. Cooperatives educate their members about cooperative principles. They also educate the public about the benefits of cooperation. The eighth principle is cooperation among cooperatives. Cooperatives work together at local, national, and international levels. They support each other. The ninth principle is concern for community. Cooperatives work for the development of their communities. They do not only focus on profit. Now let me explain the types of cooperative societies. There are several types. Consumer cooperative society is formed by consumers. Members buy goods directly from the cooperative. The cooperative buys in bulk and sells at fair prices. Profits are distributed to members based on their purchases. Examples include cooperative stores and supermarket cooperatives. Producer cooperative society is formed by producers. Members produce goods together. They share the costs of raw materials, equipment, and marketing. They share the profits. Examples include agricultural cooperatives, where farmers grow crops together. Marketing cooperative society is formed to market members' products. Members produce goods individually. The cooperative markets the goods collectively. This gives them better bargaining power. Examples include cocoa cooperatives and coffee cooperatives. Credit cooperative society is formed to provide credit to members. Members save money together. They lend to each other at low interest rates. This helps members avoid high-interest loans from moneylenders. Examples include credit unions and thrift societies. Housing cooperative society is formed to provide housing to members. Members contribute money. The cooperative builds houses or buys land. Members get housing at lower cost. Multipurpose cooperative society performs many functions. It may buy and sell goods, provide credit, and market products. It serves many needs of its members. Farmers cooperative society is a type of producer cooperative. Farmers come together to farm, buy inputs, and sell produce. This is very common in agricultural areas. Now, let me explain the structure of a cooperative society. A cooperative society has a democratic structure. The general meeting is the highest authority. All members attend. They vote on major decisions. They elect the management committee. The management committee is also called the board of directors. It is elected by the members. It meets regularly to manage the affairs of the cooperative. The chairman leads the management committee. The secretary keeps records and handles correspondence. The treasurer manages the finances. They handle collections, payments, and accounts. The manager is appointed by the management committee. The manager runs the day-to-day operations. They may hire other staff. The supervisory committee is also elected. It checks that the management committee is doing its job properly. It audits the accounts. It reports to the general meeting. Now let me explain the advantages of cooperative societies. Cooperative societies have many advantages. First, easy formation. Cooperatives are easy to form. The minimum number of members is usually 10. Registration is simpler than forming a company. Second, democratic control. Each member has one vote. This gives every member an equal say. Third, limited liability. Members are only liable for the amount unpaid on their shares. Their personal assets are safe. Fourth, continuity. The cooperative continues even if members leave or die. New members can join. Fifth, low cost. Cooperatives have low operating costs. Members often volunteer their time. They do not need expensive buildings or equipment. Sixth, government support. Many governments support cooperatives. They provide loans, grants, and tax benefits. Seventh, elimination of middlemen. Cooperatives buy directly from producers and sell directly to consumers. This removes middlemen and their profits. Prices are lower. Eighth, education. Cooperatives educate their members. They learn about business and cooperation. Ninth, economic improvement. Cooperatives help poor people improve their economic situation. Members can save money and access credit. 10th, social benefits. Cooperatives build community. Members work together and help each other. 11th, bulk purchasing. Cooperatives buy in large quantities. They get discounts. This lowers costs. 12th, better marketing. Producer cooperatives can market their products together. They get better prices. Now let me explain the disadvantages of cooperative societies. Cooperative societies also have several disadvantages. First, limited capital. Cooperatives have limited capital. Members are usually poor. They cannot invest large amounts. Banks may be reluctant to lend. Second, lack of managerial expertise. Management committee members may not have business skills. They are often elected based on popularity, not ability. This can lead to poor management. Third, conflicts among members. Members may disagree. There may be arguments about policies or distribution of surplus. These conflicts can destroy the cooperative. Fourth, slow decision-making. Decisions are made by committees and general meetings. This takes time. Opportunities may be missed. Fifth, limited profit motive. Cooperatives are not profit maximizing. This may reduce efficiency. Members may not work as hard. Sixth, dependency on government. Many cooperatives depend on government support. If support stops, they may fail. Seventh, lack of commitment. Some members join only for benefits. They do not participate actively. They do not attend meetings. Eighth, difficulty in collecting patronage. Patronage dividend is based on purchases. It is difficult to track purchases, especially in large cooperatives. Ninth, unlimited liability in some types. In some cooperatives, members have unlimited liability. This is rare but exists in some countries. 10th, political interference. Government may interfere in cooperative affairs. Officials may be appointed instead of elected. This undermines democracy. Now, let me explain the role of cooperative societies in economic development. Cooperative societies play an important role in economic development. They mobilize savings from poor people. These savings can be used for investment. They provide credit to members who cannot get loans from banks. This helps small businesses grow. They eliminate middlemen. This reduces prices for consumers and increases prices for producers. They create employment. Cooperatives employ managers, clerks, and other workers. They promote self-reliance. Members learn to help themselves instead of depending on government. They reduce poverty. Poor people can improve their lives through cooperation. They build social capital. Members learn to trust each other and work together. This strengthens communities. A common exam question asks you to define a cooperative society and state its principles. Here is a sample answer. A cooperative society is a voluntary association of persons who come together to promote their common economic interests. The principles of cooperation include voluntary and open membership, democratic control, limited interest on capital, distribution of surplus based on patronage, cash trading, political and religious neutrality, education, cooperation among cooperatives, and concern for community. Each member has one vote regardless of shares owned. Another exam question asks you to discuss the types of cooperative societies. Here is your answer. The types include consumer cooperative societies, producer cooperative societies, marketing cooperative societies, credit cooperative societies, housing cooperative societies, multi-purpose cooperative societies, and farmers cooperative societies. Consumer cooperatives buy goods for members. Producer cooperatives produce goods together. Marketing cooperatives market members' products. Credit cooperatives provide loans. Housing cooperatives provide housing. Multi-purpose cooperatives perform many functions. Farmers cooperatives help farmers. Another exam question asks you to explain the advantages and disadvantages of cooperative societies. Here is your answer. The advantages include easy formation, democratic control, limited liability, continuity, low cost, government support, elimination of middlemen, education, economic improvement, social benefits, bulk purchasing, and better marketing. The disadvantages include limited capital, lack of managerial expertise, conflicts among members, slow decision-making, limited profit motive, dependency on government, lack of commitment, difficulty in collecting patronage, unlimited liability in some cases, and political interference. Let me give you a quick summary. A cooperative society is a voluntary association for common economic benefit. Principles include voluntary membership, democratic control, and distribution of surplus based on patronage. Types include consumer, producer, marketing, credit, housing, and multi-purpose cooperatives. Advantages include democratic control, limited liability, and government support. Disadvantages include limited capital, lack of expertise, and conflicts among members. Keep reviewing, keep practicing. See you in the next topic.